Hey, I'm back. So, been cleaning a little bit tonight, and I think I'm gonna put these latches on this tailgate on this bed. Try to get that done. So, anyways, fix my hand. But anyways, I got some latches. It's gonna be a little different than what I was going to do, a little more sturdy, spring-loaded action. So I'll show you what I got here. I'll use these latches, and I'm making a piece of, let me move that out of the way. Sorry about that. But anyways, we're making a piece of tubing that is going to go right here, where it'll come out and it'll be flush, so it's not going to get water up in that track. And we're going to put our latches in there. So I'm just going to let the video go, and we'll show you what we got. Okay, so here we go. Probably end up using the other camera for the other side. This is a little bit aggravating more than I thought it would be. This is with my phone. It's kind of hard when you're doing everything yourself. It's part of it. So I wanted y'all to see this little bit of action. Put a little bit of gas on it, CO2 argon, 7525. Pop the old head off. Get ready to do some weld. Come on. I'm gonna do 3/16 on this. What I usually run. And if it's a thicker metal, then I'll stay there a little longer. But usually, I mean, I'll go with this what the metal calls for. So this is, 1/8 inch. But I want to make sure she stays, and I don't have to worry about really laying it in there. So I'm gonna put a little bit hot, and we'll go from there. Okay. So. On 18.4 and a 265. This is on a Millermatic 252. I know these by heart because we do it a lot. So get us the ground here. So I'm gonna put you down here, and I'm gonna spot that in place. Hopefully it will turn out the way we want. Little spot. Well, I moved it. Little spot. Okay, we'll look at it here, see if it's showing us. Yep, it's up a little bit, so we're going to have to twist it. Oop, just about broke it off. She's holding right there. This is going to be a tight pull. Tell you what, I really don't like it. I'm going to bring it out just a little bit. I might just spot it like that. Looks pretty good. Got a little bit of play. We want a little bit of play. So, grab that out. Get this on the back side. Now, when I lock that in, I pull that out. I gotta make sure that I can get far enough back so it'll come out. You can't twist it and pull it on through, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going as far in as I could be. And then you have to twist it to pull it all the way out. So if somebody accidentally hits the latch, it will still come out like it's supposed to. So everything right there looks nice. We'll go ahead and put a few more welds on that. That'll hold her in place, and then I can finish her up. But everything there looks nice. So I got a little bit of room, but I need to straighten her up. And then when you go to release, pull it, twist, lock, and it'll pop off. So we're going to have it. See right here, if I hold it right there and you pull it back, it still can't release unless you turn it and unlock. So we'll probably have it up. Twist, lock, off, pop back in. Okay. So being that this is stainless, I'm going to weld it with stainless. If you have to replace it, that's the only thing. I might put some screws in that. I can actually put bolts in it. So then we'll line this up. Come a little closer here. We'll line that up. Should have marked it twice. See what? We're going to do that. Mark it again. Johnny. Pull tight in, straight in. So we're back. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in place and mark it, and then I'll pull this off. I gotta mark 2 holes to make sure that I got it exactly where I want it. Okay. Now we'll lay this down. And it looks pretty good. So I'll bring you up a little bit closer here so you can kind of see. That's just going to look pretty good right there. And I know that I'm pretty well lined out. So I'll go ahead and mark the other holes. And what we'll do is we'll drill those out, and then we'll put inserts in there where you put regular bolts instead of screws. This is sealed, so after we might put a little bit of sealant on them after we get it all done. And then this will be shiny, and everything else will be painted. So let me get things ready for that. Okay, we're back. We're gonna go ahead and center punch these. I don't know if you ever seen a center punch like that. They're like mother's love. Put that where you want it, pull it up. Makes a lot of racket, but it does a good job. So, these are what we're going to put in. We're going to put in our, a lot of people call them rib nuts, a lot of people call them poly nuts, compression nuts, whatever you want to call them. But we're going to drill 4 holes, set them in there, and I'll show you the tool we use to put them in. You can make a tool, and I used to, but I decided to go ahead and get the tool one day, and I finally did. But I used a piece of angle. I'd put it in to make it real tight, and then I would just tighten it with an air gun, and that's how I would make that work when I didn't have a tool back in the day. So But anyways, we'll go ahead and drill these 4 holes, set these in, compress them, put our bolts in, make sure everything works out good. We'll use stainless bolts. At this time I probably won't, but anyways, see how it turns out, okay? So let's go ahead and drill these out. Make sure that fits. Might have to go a little bigger. Okay, gotta go a little bigger. Let's go to the next size up, Roger. Try that. I want it to be pretty tight. Next size up. She is. Slide that in there. After we do that, if we don't want to have this lip, we can TIG weld that and make it where it's even tighter, grind it off and TIG it and make sure, you know, where it's flush. So I've done that a few times just to make sure we get a tight flush. So right now it's going to sit up just a hair. I really don't care about that, but we'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and drill out our other holes. One more. Alrighty. So then we put our inserts in. Like I said, I like it tight. Inserts, and now we can a little tight. Get a hammer. All right, so here's the tool that I'm talking about. You spin these in. I'll show you how they work. You stand that up, and then on top of the tool, you can just roll that in. Kind of like a rivet gun. And then when it starts getting tight, your arms will come out. And then that's when you put your pressure in, pull it tight. So we're going to pull it tight. Always go in increments. I don't just pull it one time. Sometimes if you pull it too tight, you distort the threads. Like I thought I did right there, but I didn't. Still a little tight, but then you just back your knob out. And there's your threads. Probably won't put that much on that. It was a little tight coming out. Pull it in. Probably good right there. Whoa, really tight on that one. Doesn't take much. I didn't pull that all the way through because I didn't want to over tighten it. And it's hard to unthread them. You can run a tap through them if you do have a problem like that. Doesn't take much. The tool is designed to pull it right now. Alright, so all four of them are in. Might have a few little shavings in there. Now we'll look at it. Everything looks nice. Let's get some stainless screws. They do have a bevel where you can put bevel screws on it. I might get some of those, I don't know. We'll just see. A 1/4 inch 20 thread. Grab a screw out here. Then we'll check and see if we did good. Got a little set here I always use. These are a pretty good size screw. Don't want to put a lot onto them. Don't want to make them, strip them or anything. We're just basically checking. That one's a hair bit off. We'll loosen these up. Give me a little bit of movement. Might put it down a little bit. Alright, so now we're ready to set it back up and see if it works. If it doesn't, the only thing that I can see would be a problem is if it's too far because of the height of the nut surface. This is where you can really dial it in to make sure she's tight. Flip it. Popped right in there. It's a little bit high. If I need to do a little minor adjustment, I can do that. Basically reaming it out a little bit. So, main thing is we want it tight. It's going to probably rattle a little bit, but a little bit high. I mean a little bit low, I'm sorry. So let's see if oh, look at there. Let's see if I can adjust that in a little bit. See if I can move it around just a hair. Now that it's in there, got a little bit of movement. Let's see how that does. She's sitting now. I could even put a little notch in there if I have to make sure it's even tighter. But she's right where she needs to be right there. So this side will be the one that really dial it in. Like I said, move around a little bit. Not really care about that, especially we'll probably use some, might use a little rubber pad or something on it just to quieten it down so it's not sitting there with a Cummins. It's going to rattle a little bit anyway. But that's how we do that on this side. So I've got a little bit of work to do on the other side because I've drilled some holes for that other style latch. So we're going to change that up a little bit and see if, you know, first of all I got to drill those holes back in or weld them up, and then we'll have to re-drill. So we want it to look the same, and then all you have to do is pop a latch, pop your gate off if you're going to load something in your flatbed. So that's the way we're going to do it. So that's how it all turned out, and it looks sleek, and it's pretty just simple. So we'll weld the rest of this up, grind her down, smooth her out. This will be painted, this won't. This will be shiny, this will be painted, and then we'll tune her in a little bit more if we have to. Got a little lip right there, but I don't really care. It's sitting on the bed. So anyways, alrighty, we'll go back to the next one here shortly. So basically what I'll do now is I'll take this off and then go ahead and weld the pipe all the way around. Try to anyways. If not, I don't mind if it's a little bit, so if it does get a little bit of water in it, it will drain out. So but the main thing is everything's going to be sealed, so it's going to be good. So when we get the lights all down the side and everything, it'll all work out for the best. So anyways, that's the tailgate basically done. I am going to make some handles for the tailgate so it's easier to take off instead of having to grab a piece of pipe, you know, square tubing. I'll give you an idea of what I'm doing for handles for the side of the bed. Man, my face is dirty, but I'll probably make a few more of these. These are the handles that I made for the side of the bed. Twisted rebar, and then I'm going to basically tap the top and the bottom, and then they'll have brackets, so if you have to take it off. The main thing is getting those sealed good so they're not going to rust inside. So but it was kind of cool, something a little different. And then also I'll put maybe a small one on the back so it's not too heavy, you know, if somebody is not as strong to pop that tailgate off. So anyways, that's what we did tonight. Didn't take too long. So have a good night or a good day, and we'll catch you next time. And make sure you follow us, subscribe, check us out on YouTube and Instagram, Facebook, you know. Anyways, y'all have a great night. Talk to you soon.